Well, that was quite the unexpected turn of events for this game. A hard fought, tough contest between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Five missed field goals between the two kickers in today's game, three by Mason Crosby and two by Evan McPherson. That was just, like wow. And Mason Crosby for this game was very shocking. Normally, Mason is almost automatic, really. He's arguably one of the better kickers in the game, but today was just a very off game for him. But for both kickers, really, when it counted, they just missed them. It almost looks as if that the wind was making a factor, and they just hooked them wide left or wide right. That was just very wild, very crazy, unexpected. But at the end of the game, the Packers did what they needed to do in this game to win this one. Mistakes and all, both teams, you can say, made mistakes in this game. It certainly seemed like no team deserved to win this game, given the missed opportunities on both sides. But a 25-22 victory in Cincinnati is very, very tough. It was a very, very well-earned win for this football team, given the injuries and everything like that. Being down David Bakhtiari so far for the whole year, so far being down David Bakhtiari, our normal starting left tackle, being down Elton Jenkins again, being down Zadarius Smith, our best pass rusher, being down our starting cornerback Jair Alexander. They came through and were able to pull it off at the end, and that's what really helps this team, is being able to be resilient, come through in the end, and pull it off. And that was it right there. It came down to whoever was going to possess the ball last. In overtime, it turned out to be the Packers after some missed opportunities by both teams. And that's what the difference was in this game. There were more turnovers by the Cincinnati Bengals, in which Joe Burrow threw two interceptions, one to Devondre Campbell and one to Adrian Amos. Aaron did have one pick where he uncharacteristically threw it behind Devontae, and it was picked out by Chidobe Awuzie. But turnovers and all, mistakes and all, there was a lot of good to take away from this game, particularly from the Packer offense, in which Aaron Rodgers had a really good game here, going 27 of 39 for 344, two touchdowns, and the pick to Awuzie in the first quarter. Aaron Jones wasn't able to get too much on the ground, save for a big chunk, but otherwise Aaron Jones was very highly inconsistent in this game. The run blocking was a little bit spotty at times, but that is a credit to the Cincinnati Bengals defensive line. They have guys that can really, really play very, very well, and they are very stout against the run, and they can stuff it. With guys in particular like Trey Hendrickson, Sam Hubbard, B.J. Hill, and DJ Reader. Those guys are monsters up front, and I got to give a lot of credit to those guys for being able to take away a run game for the most part. The yards had to be grinded out, and they certainly were. Where Aaron Jones was out for a stretch of games, still bothered with the ankle injury. A.J. Dillon with a bad back and all. They did what they needed to do in the ground game in order to get this offense somewhat balanced and being able to keep the defense honest. And as far as the receiving went, majority of it was to Devontae Adams getting 11 catches for 206 and a score. A.J. Dillon was second in yards with getting 4 catches for 49 and a touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, big dog, with 2 catches for 34. Both that came at crucial points. One was a conversion on third down, and the other one was to set up the Packers into field goal range. And then Randall Cobb came away with 2 clutch catches, one in the first quarter and the other one later in the game. Bobby Tunyon only with 1 catch for 8 yards, unfortunately, and the rest were relatively irrelevant in the pass game. Here's Adrian Amos and Devondre Campbell with the interceptions. And the defense led by Adrian Amos with the most tackles. Devondre Campbell also in second place with the most tackles. And there was a couple of sacks, one by Chris Barnes, one by Preston Smith, and a split between Dean Lowry and TJ Slayton. And then this right here, I want to go to Mason Crosby, 4 of 7 field goals attempts. and one missed extra point. That was pretty crucial in the game where the Packers really could have used that one extra point. And as far as the Bengals go, here's Joe Burrow, stat line 281, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Samaje Perine was the main guy that was able to run the football, with Joe Mixon dealing with an injury. He only wound up getting 33 yards and a touchdown, and Perine got 59 yards. And then Jamar Chase was basically their Devontae Adams, where he went crazy and got 159 yards off of 6 catches, 1 score. T. Higgins was able to get 5 catches for 32. Tyler Boyd 4 for 24. Perine matching up that, also a touchdown. And that was really mostly it for the Cincinnati Bengals offensively. Trey Hendrickson with 2 sacks because he was going up against Josh Neiman. That was kind of to be expected. Hendrickson is one heck of a pass rusher, and the Bengals certainly have a whole lot of good promise ahead as far as their team and being able to build that team and turning it into a solid contender in the AFC. Otherwise, just a really good nail-biting game. I really don't have any nails on either of my hands anymore because my emotions were up and down. I was quite nervous, and it was just another one of those games where you think you should just expect the unexpected, and that's how things went down for today in this game. But a victory is a victory, and a credit to the Cincinnati Bengals for keeping this game a very, very tough, hard-fought game because they are that good of a team. And I think Cincinnati Bengals fans should feel pretty good about what the Bengals have moving forward. A tough defense and a pretty good offense as well, with Joe Burrow at quarterback. So that is it for this video. I'll catch you guys later for another one. And as always, go Pack Go! And go Mason Crosby for a redemption field goal late in overtime